On our panel, Sambit Patra of the BJP, Sanjay Jha of the Congress, Bijon Mishra, consumer expert, Lord Meghnad Desai, noted economist who believes the government has done absolutely nothing wrong with hiking the rail fares. Now, you're going to be an unpopular man tonight. Yeah, I'll see how you hold your own in this debate. And D. Raja of the Communist Party of India, Member of Parliament. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, I have been promising for the last 10 minutes that we have a new angle to this story, and Navika will tell us more about that new angle, which essentially proves, and Navika will tell us more, it essentially proves that Dr. Manmohan Singh deliberately kept people in the dark about the real intentions of the UPA government. In principle, decided that the fares should be hiked in February, but said, let the elections pass. Now, anyone who said, Navika, that Manmohan Singh is a good Prime Minister but a bad politician will have to eat their words, because he was a damn good politician if he was actually doing something as deceptive as this. Navika, tell us more about that.
That's right, Arnab. I have in my hand this note from the Railway Ministry. It's a 3-page note which tells you the story of how this entire fare and freight hike really did take place. This note gives you the details of how the entire issue was argued by the Railway Ministry. All this was happening in February of 2014. In fact, if I can just show you this noting of the Minister for Railway on the 6th of February, it says, the proposals appear to be in the right direction, and this is the proposal for the hike of both passenger and freight fare in the month of February. This is the date that is given, 6th of February 2014. In fact, it is this paragraph which is extremely crucial as the file comes down on 11th of February 2014. Remember, this is just before the interim budget for railways was presented, and in this it says this was discussed by the Honourable Minister for Railways with the Honourable Prime Minister on 10th February when the undersigned was present. At the Honourable PM's suggestion, it was decided to implement the fare and freight hike from the first week of May. Then on the 16th of May, this is the note of the private secretary to the Minister of Railways, which puts it in abeyance. On the 16th of May, the day the Congress lost elections.
No, 1 minute. No, 1 minute, Navika. My question to you is, if this is true, then this really, the Prime Minister, the ex-Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has to explain, because if this is true, what it proves is that the government had decided to go in for the hike, but it said, let's just delay it by 3 months so that we don't get a negative fallout. Now, we don't lose more votes. So Manmohan Singh was thinking of votes by simply keeping this decision in abeyance. My question, Navika, is, did the UPA government tell the people of India or hide from the people of India its true intention for hiking the fares around the time the results would come? Because this note mentions here that the Prime Minister has advised that the decision should be kept in hold till about May, right? It mentions till the first week of May. What was happening in the first week of May besides the results? Nothing, right? This note
was written in February, on 11th of February.
So in February,
at that time the election dates had not been announced. The election dates had not been announced, and the government was really keeping this only till the time that elections were over, but the decision had been taken by
that's
the
deception,
Prime Minister
Navika, that's deception.
And it's really lack of governance, because the Ministry of Railways is telling us now that it's a 30 crore loss per day, which is 900 crores per day loss for the railways.
Why did you?
And if they do not implement the calculations of this fare hike, then railways can probably stop working in the next.
One sec. This, therefore, unless today somebody proves that this piece of paper with us and the rest of the documents with Navika are not true, then this is deception. I'm sorry to say, this is pure and simple 100% deception, where you decide we are going to hike the fares, but take a decision, we're not going to tell the people about it, we'd hold it by 3 months. Sanjay Jha, why did your government do something like this? Why was there such large-scale deception going? And can you, I mean, these papers really, this is like Prime Minister keeping arm's length distance from the 2G scam. In this case, the Prime Minister goes even further and says, we'll hike the fares, but we'll announce around the May. What was happening in May?
Arnab, I think your entire hypothesis is not just flawed, it's fairly atrocious for the simple reason that you're aware that, you know, there was an election round the corner. The government, even on the budget, had only a vote on account. And there are certain decisions that a government should only take, you know, increasing the fare hike. If you remember, and I will, I have been on the same debate with you 2 years ago.
If that is no, if you say there are certain decisions the government should only take.
As the railway minister,
if you say the government should only take certain decisions at certain times. 1 second, Sanjay.
And the passenger fare.
Sanjay, let me warn you.
This is a serious, sensitive issue.
No,
you have seen the reaction of all political parties to BJP's, fare hike already.
Okay.
So these decisions you do not take when you are about to head for an election.
Excellent.
So there are ramifications.
Okay, so that's your argument.
That decision that a successive government
if that's your argument, no, 1 second. This is completely ridiculous.
It's a very mature.
You see,
very transparent.
Sanjay, transparent.
I'm saying this.
What are you saying, Sanjay? No, 1 minute. Please don't fool the people of India.
I've not seen your document at all.
People are watching. They're smart. No, 1 second.
1 minute.
Are these papers true or not, Sanjay?
Arnab,
are these papers true?
Whether we did right or wrong, I don't think you should be dwelling on that.
No.
Since
I will certain. No, 1 second.
Governors,
Sanjay,
they want to remove the. 1 minute.
Sanjay,
they want to remove all appointees of the UPA.
No, 1 minute. Mr. Jha.
Decision on the railway.
Mr. Jha.
They're following the UPA's proposed recommendation.
Now, Mr.
They
Jha.
have their own mind. They have their own decision-making.
Now, Mr. Jha.
They have a decisive Prime Minister.
Well, Mr. Jha.
Does he have
1 second.
Or are they falling back on a UPA?
Well, Mr. Jha, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry today. If this revelation,
Sanjay,
1 second. I'm sorry today if this revelation has put the spanner into your line of argument. But if you tell me, 1 second, Sambit, I know you're trying to come in and Navika is also coming back to the debate. 1 second, Sanjay. Listen, if you're telling me today, that there are certain decisions.
The only revelation of the day is
Sanjay,
that the Achhe Din have already.
Sanjay, no, Sanjay.
Don't go into rhetoric.
I'd say that.
Sanjay, don't go into rhetoric. Explain as to why for few votes the Congress chose to destroy the Indian Railways.
You are the last person on earth. You are the last person on planet Earth to lecture anybody in rhetoric. You have mastered that art, and I say hats off to you for it. Please don't lecture the rest of the world.
Sanjay, I would not cross a line to talk about you personally. But Sanjay, let me tell you, the letter that Navika has today speaks it all. I believe no one needs to say anything, and you should not defend the
I say.
Can I remind you,
1 second. No, 1 minute.
What your Prime Minister said. Your Prime Minister said it is an insult to the supremacy of the Parliament. Where is the supremacy of the Parliament today? Why is he announcing the fare hike today? Why from tonight? Why isn't he waiting for Parliament, which is just 2 weeks away? Can you answer that question? Answer it now. Everybody on Newshour wants to know the answer to
It is your decision, the circular of which comes out today.
Don't try and give a spin.
It is a decision which was taken by your government. It is merely a circular that is coming out today. But ironically, I am left aghast. And it is really, it is a criminal act in the sense that you are destroying the Indian Railway just for few votes.
No, 1 second. I am questioning. Sambit, I'm going back to Navika and Mr. Raja coming to you, Meghna Desai coming to you, and Bijan Mishra coming to you. My only question is this. Tonight, Sanjay Jha says there are certain decisions which have to be taken at certain points of time. I want to ask him, what is so auspicious about 16th of May 2014? What was the Shubh Muhurat on 16th of May 2014, Sanjay Jha, that on 16th of May 2014, your government decided, Bijan Mishra, their government decided on 16th of May 2014 to increase passenger fares and freight fares by 14 and 6%. They took that decision. What was auspicious about it? I mean, Sanjay, you have lost the line of argument tonight. Bejon Mishra.
It is
Bejon Mishra.
Not a question.
Bejon Mishra coming in.
One question of being auspicious.
No, you have no answer.
1 minute before Mr. Mishra comes.
No, 1 second. Bejon Mishra taking that.
Anyway, go ahead.
Arnab, thank you, Mr. Jha. Arnab, none of the political parties take decisions in the favor of the citizens or the consumers in our country. They are always making designs behind the back of the consumers which are always anti-consumer, not in favor of the consumer. They always take decisions which are political, which is not good for the country, which is not good for the citizens. Year after year, all the governments knew that the railways is bleeding profusely. The railways are being inefficiently managed. There are huge losses being incurred, but they don't want to come before to the citizens to say they are mismanaging the railways. They want to keep it hiding from the citizens. They don't want to be transparent. They don't want to be open.
But that's deception. That's fooling the people.
Bothers me the most.
That's fooling the people.
They get elected.
That's fooling the people.
That's fooling the people. Deceptive. They're deceptive.
They
are misleading. The innocent consumers are being taken for a ride.
No. So Meghnad Desai. No, 1 second. There's hypocrisy on both sides, isn't there, Meghnad Desai? There is hypocrisy of the opposition. Okay, Mr. Raja, I'm coming to you after Meghnad Desai. There is a hypocrisy of the opposition. Narendra Modi writes a very angry letter to Manmohan Singh in 2012 saying, I cannot accept this. This increase in freight fares that you have done is really going to hurt the people. That's one form. Now, the same Narendra Modi as Prime Minister takes the bitter pill. So my question is, today's position of Narendra Modi, 1 second, Sambit Patra versus the previous position of Narendra Modi, I cannot understand. But it's also clear to me that you have Manmohan Singh, who has deceived the people of India about the real intentions of the government to have the hike and then put it on hold. I want to know, my Meghnad Desai, what is the reason he put it on hold?
Can we keep the politics out of this? And first of all, let us agree that all public services in India are underpriced and all public service providers make losses in power, water, railway, and this burden falls on the budget deficit, and budget deficit causes inflation.
So what you want, 100% hike?
Consumers of railways don't just look at price. They should also look at convenience. Our railways are old-fashioned, broken down.
So why should we pay more for it?
There are a lot of accidents because there's underinvestment in railways, underpricing of services, and if you want decent railway services, you ought to pay the proper price. Now, if the railway is making 30 crores rupees loss per day for not raising the price, as Manmohan Singh revealed, he should have immediately, that very day, increased the fares, because 30 crores a day is a lot of loss in a poor country. Who pays for the loss?
Who pays for the loss? D. Raja.
That's the question.
No, 1 second.
Who pay for the loss?
D. Raja, who will pay for the loss?
The poor people pay the loss through taxation.
No, 1 second.
We have to price water, power, railway economically so that these things don't make loss and good services are provided. If you don't want to do that, if you want to play politics with this, and then you will make huge losses, the burden will fall on the budget, and you'll have persistent inflation.
Now, I want to ask Mr. Raja, and then I'm opening it up. I want to ask Mr. Raja. Mr. Raja, give me a solution. 900 crores of losses in a month. Right? Do you... No, 1 second, Mr. Raja. Just 1 more minute. What do you want, Mr. Raja, if you don't pass on some of this to the consumers, that is the argument of Meghnad Desai, you want the Indian railways to come to a stop? One day the railways will come to a crippling halt. That's what Meghnad Desai and some people in the government are saying. Do you want that to happen, Mr. Raja?
Arnab, let Meghnad Desai think like a lord, but he must understand there are no lords in this country. ordinary people, toiling
What
people,
is this?
citizens
Why
of
don't
this
you have a
country.
proper economics argument? Don't abuse me.
Don't abuse him, he says.
No, I am coming to economic argument. What economic argument you have got? And you are talking about losses. Who are responsible for the losses? And what do you think of this state in India? Is it a corporate state or welfare state? If it is a welfare state, it has a responsibility to provide public services
at what cost?
Affordable rate to the common people. And it is the duty of the government, responsibility of the government. And why corporate houses should take concessions, huge tax concessions and exemptions from the government? Why there is tax evasion by the corporate houses? Why Lord Magna Desai does not speak about all those things? There are people who are looting the country's wealth, who are plundering the country's resources.
So his argument, Lord Desai,
natural gas, coal, and
his argument is one second. His argument is there are many other ways to make money than putting a further inflationary pressure on the common man.
Exactly.
And by the way, that's exactly what the BJP said till 4 weeks back. That's exactly what the BJP said till 4 weeks back. They were the ones.
Arnab, the BJP is hypocritical.
Do you want me to answer this?
Master of double speak and double standards.
Do you want me to answer this?
Can I come in over here?